Hey, this is Cody here with JTech. Today we're going to be going over how to do a line pressure test on the transmission in a 2010 Chevy Aveo. I have to hold the phone in my hand for this video, so please bear with me. Here we have our instructions on how to do the line pressure test. I already have the gauges hooked up through the car, and I have the gauge right there in the window so I can see what's going on up there in the front. Pretty much what we're doing here is we're going to leave the gauge on there, crank up the vehicle, and see what the pressures are at idle and drive and reverse, and then also an engine stall test and drive, and then also in reverse. First I'm going to show you where the hookup is on the transmission. See right here you have your gauge. I'm mounted on the windshield so I can see it while I'm inside the car. It runs down into the engine bay. If you look down in here, you can't really see that much light here, but let me get a light out real quick. You can see where the hose kind of goes over towards the engine there. If you look, you see right there, that there's where it hooked up into the engine. That's for the pressure test hole. Now we got that squared away. I'm going to hop back in the vehicle real quick, crank it up, and we'll get on with this test. So, got me a pencil here and a piece of paper so that way I can write down my findings. I'm going to start the car now. There we go, we got it started. And now with the vehicle idling, I'm gonna put it in drive. For some reason, it let me go in drive. Set the phone on real quick for a quick second. Okay, now we are in drive. We're gonna go to record how much pressure we have. You can't really see it in it very clear right now, but I'm reading right just over 50 psi of pressure in drive. So we go and tally that down real quick. 50 psi at idle in drive. Okay, now I'm gonna put it in reverse real quick and see what it does now. As you can see, it has jumped up quite a bit and it's fluctuating a little bit in between. It's like 115 and 100, so we'll go and call it, I'll write that exactly down, 100 to 115. To 115 psi at idle in reverse. Now we're going to go ahead and do the stall test, which in order to do a stall test, you go ahead and put your vehicle in whatever gear you're going to do it in. Keep your foot on the brake and give it some gas, and you're going to see where the RPMs kind of level out at, where they don't continue to go up anymore. And then let's see how much pressure we have there. So RPM gauge don't work, but the line pressure stopped moving right at, oh, it's going up a little bit, right at 100 psi. So I'm gonna go ahead and record that down. 100 psi and in drive, which right here it shows that in idle the line pressure should be in between 20.3 and 53.7 psi. You see right there. And we got 50 psi at idle and drive, so we're good there. In reverse, it wants it from 85.6 and 98.62. And so right there we're a little bit high. I'll look that up in a second, figure out why that is exactly. For the engine stall, it should be in between 159.5 and 178.4. So what I'm going to do real quick is to give it a little bit more gas this time on my stall test. So let's see what we can do. It stopped just at 140 that time. So are we in specs right there? No, we're still not in specs. So we got an issue going on in there. I'm just going to try that stall test in reverse. Got it reversed now. You see we're back up there at the top. I'm gonna do a stall test now. Well, okay, my gauge fell off, but it was at 200. So I'm gonna record that down now. .200 PSI in reverse. And it's calling for, let's see, it says here I need to have it at 198 to 240. So right there we are in specs. There's how you do a line pressure test, and now I get to figure out what issues I have in this vehicle. Thank you.